Tonight, the first of 5 segment 3 reports on what we have chosen to call crime rock. There's a lot of corruption in the music business because there's a lot of money in the music business, in records, cassettes, and in live performances. That kind of money attracts all kinds of unsavory characters who don't know much about music but do know a lot about crime. Brian Ross reports.
These are members of the rock music group Rare Earth, trying to put together the right sounds for a hit song. It's been a long time since these musicians have been able to get together like this and concentrate on their music. Only a few years ago, the group was in real trouble, and some of the members were afraid for their lives. Police say much of the trouble for Rare Earth came from this man, Joe Ulo, a reputed mob enforcer from New York, who moved to California a few years ago and moved into the rock music business. One of his first targets was Rare Earth. In 1969, Rare Earth was on top. Its first album, a double platinum record, selling more than 2 million copies. The good times, the hit albums, and the big money only lasted for 3 years. And then, Rare Earth began having trouble paying its bills and traveling expenses. Police say that's when Ulo and the mob moved in.
I'm from New York.
The members of the group say all they knew was that their manager was making deals with people who carried guns.
When a band or a management company and band run into trouble financially, that's when they come in. And they are heavies. And they'll promise you anything in the world and say that we'll give you whatever you need, we believe in you, and blah, blah, blah. But meanwhile, they have to have a percentage of the business. And I'm talking about loan sharking and all the way down the line.
By 1976, Ulo was boasting to his associates that he had taken over a hidden interest in the rock group Rare Earth by providing mob money and mob muscle to take care of Rare Earth's debts. But the mob's backing did little to help the group's music. Rare Earth's records didn't sell well, and the group that had once made millions was almost out of business. Peter Orlbeck, the group's drummer, says he was getting visits at home from strangers who wanted to know if he was hiding any of the group's money.
You see, we were 6 guys that were creating lots of money in which lots of people were enjoying. And we were a motor. And all of a sudden, the motor stopped running. And when the motor stopped running, it started affecting a lot of people. So you don't know what's going to happen.
Joe Ulo was arrested last year for the murder of former basketball star Jack Molinas. And police say members of Rare Earth are lucky no one got hurt. It was a different story for the Three Dog Night, and police also are investigating Ulo's relationship with this rock group. The accountant for the group was shot in the arm and paralyzed in what police believe was a mob dispute over control of Three Dog Night. The group has since broken up, and police are still investigating the shooting. The members of Rare Earth say what happened to them could happen to any rock group trying to make it big in the rock music world.
Anybody that makes a lot of money, they're susceptible to being come on to by certain people if they run into money problems and if they're not smart enough to handle it all.
And that kind of thing can shut down a group.
Oh, instantly. Instantly. Because then the group, if a group becomes paranoid of their safety in any way, shape, or form, you can't go to write a song. I mean, you have to have total relaxation and feel good about yourself in order to write good material that people will accept. I mean, it comes through in the music. You can see it, you can feel it, and you can sense it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rare Earth. After all their troubles, the members of Rare Earth are now trying to make a comeback. This was Rare Earth appearing last summer on the American Bandstand television program. The members of Rare Earth say they are no longer afraid, and that they are now free of their past problems. Police say Joe Ulo is out of the rock business and out on bail, awaiting trial for 2 gang murders unrelated to rock music. Our next report, the mob's move into the rock concert business. Brian Ross, NBC News.